Hey gut feeders, today we're going to talk about meat and gut health. Should you eat meat? Is it bad? Which meat is okay? These are the questions we're going to address in this video. Now, as a disclaimer, guys, I do not have any judgments. The meat eaters, if you eat meat, I don't think you're a bad person. I enjoy being with people who are in the flow and really decide what works best for their body. Personally, I'm not a big meat eater, but that doesn't mean that it needs to be the same for everybody I meet, or it needs to be the same for my clients or for you gut feelers out there. Now, guys, the whole meat discussion, this is a really big topic. I just like to touch a few baselines so you get a first impression. And then if you have questions, I'm happy to make more videos about that. First of all, there is a big difference in if you are a person who is happy, healthy, who doesn't have any gut problems. It's a different discussion. This is for people who have gut struggles and are wondering if they should eat meat. Now, here's what happens if you eat meat and you have gut struggles. If you eat anything that is high in fat and high in protein, it comes to your stomach, you are likely have a low stomach acid, meaning you're not able to break down the protein in the stomach already. Probably then your liver is overburdened, you have a lower bile production. Bile helps with digesting fat. The gallbladder, if you have one, secretes this into the small intestine. If you have a good stomach acid and you have a great bile production and you have all the great digestive enzymes working for you, you don't have any symptoms. There's no bloating, no food rationing, all is really well. So no worries about meat in that case. But if you have gut struggles, and that can be really anything, SIBO, it can be candida, IBS, stomach pain, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, also things like brain fog, anxiety, can be very much connected also to gut health and what happens there. Just as a side note, guys, there is no such thing as a lean meat. If you think, oh, it's just chicken, also chicken is high in fat and high in protein. It's just a bit less than other meat. If you're not able to break down the meat, food can start rotting in your gut. And this, guys, this is a huge problem. Some people notice it, bloating, that you get constipation or you feel tired. Some people don't. And also symptoms like brain fog, for example, or neurological pain. You have inflammation throughout the body. Often people then get the diagnosis of leaky gut, which is highly misunderstood. I talk about that in another video. Happy to link that down below. So this food rot actually produces a gas, which is called ammonia. And ammonia is highly toxic. Is this smell that you have if you ever have gone to a pigsty. This is what happens inside your body. Highly toxic, neurological toxic, toxic for your healthy cells, really aggressive, and it can travel throughout the body. It can also affect your brain. That's why people sometimes get brain fog. I remember when I had allergies. I remember when I was still suffering from allergies. I couldn't really focus. I always felt like there's a big cloud in front of my head and I was like just super tired all day. Tiredness, low energy. Think about gut health and an impaired digestion where the food is actually not digested. The food rotting is one part. Some types of meat, and this is important for you to understand, are actually feeding pathogens. For example, pork feeds streptococcus, acne, SIBO, hay fever, skin issues, that's all strep. Meat in general is likely to feed bacteria that you actually don't want to have in your gut, so pathogenic bacteria. And then of course, guys, the quality of meat. That's really important as well. So if you decide you can't do without the steak or the chicken breast, make sure you know where it's coming from. Organic is really key, and then try to eat as less as possible. One thing that I noticed with my clients, which really helps, who don't want to give up meat, is to do celery juice in the morning. Guys, if you know anything about this channel, I talk a lot about the celery juice. I'm a big fan of this green and inexpensive medicine. Make sure in the morning you start helping your stomach acid to build up and cleanse your liver, and then maybe do meat at lunch, not in the evening, because it takes much longer to be digested. To finish this, from my point of view and what I noticed working with you guys here on YouTube, but also with my clients, our bodies do not need meat. I understand that if you enjoy eating it, but we don't really need it. I'm not judgmental if you want to eat meat. Do the celery juice, that's best. Eat as little as possible. Make sure you know where it's coming from. Definitely organic. You don't want to eat antibiotics, all the treatments that the animals get, or the stress. You eat the stress hormones. If you like to get a fresh start, I'm soon doing a 5-day detox event, which is a group program where there's no meat and there's not going to be eggs or anything like that. But it's also not hardcore raw and just fruits. It's a gentle detox, but still powerful enough to kickstart your healing journey and to really make a difference in your daily life, in the habits you create. It's going to be a lot fun, and most of all, it's doable. It's not super complicated. If you're interested in that, I'll link you down below the application form and you can check that out. Thank you for listening. Ask me your questions below all about meat. Happy to do another video to clarify things a little bit more. For now, I wish you a beautiful day and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.